Hi, if you're following me on YouTube for a while, you know I recently talked about this. This is the Dyson WashG1 Cordless Hard Floor Cleaner. But a common question we get asked about these kind of products is how easy are they to clean and maintain? So what I want to do, I've given it quite a good run, I've cleaned several floors. As you can see, it's got a lot of dirty water in it. So what I want to do is to show you how easy it is to clean and maintain. Now this model does have a self-cleaning function on it. So what I want to do is to put it through the self-cleaning function first, and then see how much there is to clean and maintain after that. First thing I need to do is to go and empty the dirty water tank, because it's pretty filthy in there now, and go and fill the clean water tank at the top. There we are, got the clean water in there, empty the dirty water, now to enable the self-cleaning function. So this is part way through the process at the moment. It's only been running for probably about 40-50 seconds. There is a little countdown on here, so it's just a visual aid to tell you how long is left. But so far, quite a bit of the clean water has gone, and the dirty water tank is filling up again. There we are. So it just came up with a self-clean and a little tick. Let's just have a look. So the majority of the cold water has gone from the clean tank, and the dirty water tank is about half full in there. It's going to be interesting to see how clean the self-cleaning program has got the machine. So what I want to do is I'm just going to go and empty the dirty water tank again and just give it a good rinse out, because personally I think if you can try and keep that clean all the way along rather than leaving the dirty water in there, then it'll really help it to look smarter in the future. Depending on how often you're looking at using the hard floor cleaner, personally I'd empty the clean water tank as well. The main reason for that is if you can just empty the water and then just let it dry naturally, or even perhaps just give it a wipe out. But because this is a fairly new cleaner, then I shouldn't need to clean the clean water tank. But especially at the top here, it does hold quite a lot of moisture there. So what I would do is I would normally leave this for perhaps a day or so, just to make sure it's completely dry before I put it back together. But the other main thing I'd want to do is just to remove the dirty water tank and to empty this and just give it a really good rinse out. And then once you've done that, then with these two, again, the same as the clean water tank, I'd just let them dry naturally for the next 24 hours. Now that both the tanks are clean and drying, next part is to start to look at the bottom of the cleaner, because this is really where it can get quite dirty. So what I want to do is I've got some kitchen roll here. I'm just going to put a bit to the side before I move the debris tray out the side, because I've no idea what is going to be in there. One of the main advantages of this cleaner is that you don't have to vacuum the floor before you start to clean it. That's one huge advantage of the Dyson WashG1, because most other cleaners you do. When I did my demonstration the other day, I didn't vacuum beforehand, and I did leave it for a while because I wanted to make sure that I give it a really good test. So let's have a look to see what is in the debris tray. As you can see, it's pretty filthy in here. There's a lot of rubbish in there. But as you can see, what I need to do is to go and give this a really good wash to make sure this is clean before I put it back in. First of all, let's try and get rid of the majority of the excess dirt and rubbish. So I'm just going to use some of that kitchen roll to get rid of it as much as I can before I start to give it a rinse. So there we go. So even then, that's looking a lot better. So I've got rid of majority of the rubbish in there. I can't believe how much was in there actually. But but nevertheless, it still needs a really good clean. Rather than washing it all in one go, I'd recommend separating these two parts, and to do that all you need to do is just press that button in and separate those two. Now it's time to give it a quick rinse. There we are. Even after a quick rinse, both of those are looking a whole lot better. And really what I'll do now is just get a cloth and just get rid of the excess moisture on here. So on both parts, it doesn't need a huge amount of wiping because with a quick rinse, both of them were pretty clean. So just have a quick check round just to make sure everything is nice and clean as you're wiping it. Especially things like the blades at the bottom here. So just want to, there we go, that's looking a whole lot better. And as with the tanks, I would just leave them to air dry for about 24 hours just to make sure it's nice and dry before you put everything back together. Now the next thing to look at are the rollers. Now it'll be interesting to see how clean or dirty these are. Now in theory, because of the self-cleaning program that I put it through, it should have got the rollers pretty clean, but let's have a look. So press the button and pull those out. And overall, they're not looking too bad. There was a little bit of debris on here, but because these naturally get wet, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and give these a quick rinse and make sure they're really nice and clean. So it's up to you how you want to clean this. You can either leave it all as one and just give it a quick rinse. Personally, what I want to do is I'm just going to separate all of these and take them out. They're just all clipped on together. So you just need to make sure that you get it in the right order. So you've got the red ones, hopefully you can see the colour at the end there. Hopefully you can do, because I know I've got some bright sunshine here, which for us in the UK is quite rare. But nevertheless, we've got the red ones at this side, and then you've got the bluey purple ones this side. As you can see on this roller, there's a bit of hair wrapped around here. So what I'd also need to do is to get rid of the hair as well. So if you have got hairy members of the family, or if you've got pets that molt, then this could be a little bit of a task to get rid of the hair, but nevertheless, it's quite an easy process for me at the moment. And as with the other parts, all I would normally do is to give these a quick wipe over and then just let them air dry for about 24 hours. And then one of the final things to look at is the underneath of the cleaner. So as you can see here, it's not too bad. It could just do with a bit of a wipe. So I'm just going to get some kitchen roll and give it a wipe through. But overall, I think generally the cleaning process that the WashG1 has got has cleaned quite a lot underneath here. But now that is looking a whole lot better. There we go. And all I would normally do is to get a separate cloth. So I've just got another cloth here that's slightly damp. Just give it a quick wipe over on the top here, just to make it look a bit smarter. There we go, and I think we're ready to start putting it back together now. So to start putting it back together, if I do this in reverse order, just pop that back on the base, make sure that's lined up there. And then to put the roller back together, all you need to do is just make sure that everything is colour coordinated. So you've got the red with the red in here. That just clips on like that. And then to put the smaller rollers back on, all you need to do is pop them on gently, rotate them, and then it will click back into place. And then same with the blue side, just locate that in there and then just push it on gently and locate the larger one. Then just pop the rollers back in. Just ease that in gently, and then that all clicks into place. Then just click those two parts back together like that, and it just slots in the side. Looking a whole lot better so far. And the final thing is to get the clean and dirty water tanks. Now that they're nice and clean, locate them back into place, then we're all done. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful on how to clean and maintain the Dyson WashG1 Cordless Hard Floor Cleaner. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I do always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. If there's something that I've not covered that you wanted me to cover in the video, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Or if you've got any questions on the cleaner. Also, if you have got one of these, let me know what you honestly think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for joining me today.